Look, buddy, I know you clicked on this video because you want to get rich quick. There's no denying it. I'm Fred, and I've made thousands of dollars per day with my online business, so I get your taste for quick and easy cash, believe me. You'll see tons of people out there overcomplicating what it really takes to get to $10,000 a month online. In reality, the stuff you need to do is so goddamn simple, most people don't even believe it works. The stuff I'm going to share with you in this video is so damn boring, you'll probably fall asleep in the middle of it. But if you can pay attention, and most importantly, do the things I'm gonna share with you day in, day out, you might be able to replicate my success. Here's the paradox nobody wants to hear. The habits and processes that won't get you to $10,000 a month online fastest are boring as hell. They're repetitive, unsexy. They're not gonna make for good Instagram stories or viral TikTok shorts, but they're what actually works. Look, everybody's out there chasing the exciting stuff like crypto pumps, NFTs, day trading, the next hot trend on TikTok, and that's exactly why they're still broke. The first thing you need to understand is that your success depends more on what business model you choose than how hard you work. You can hustle 18 hours a day, but if you're moving in the wrong direction, you're just getting nowhere faster. You can just go work for McDonald's or Uber for 18 hours a day. Are you gonna make money doing that? Yes, you will. Are you ever gonna get rich from doing that? Nope. Hard work doesn't mean jack shit if you're not working on the right thing. So let's talk about what to avoid. Stay away from the hype-driven models. Things like day trading, crypto, anything where success is based on timing the market or predicting trends. Because guess what? Unless you've got insider information, or you're a certified fortune teller, or you just get extremely lucky, you can't predict anything. At this point, it's literally just gambling. Same goes for saturated product-based businesses. Everybody wants to do dropshipping or Amazon FBA because it sounds passive. But here's the reality of those models. You're dealing with thin margins, massive competition, and high ad costs. Your profit margins are somewhere between 5 to 20% at best. That means to make $10,000 profit, you need to do $50,000 to $200,000 in revenue. And you're also competing with thousands of other people selling the exact same products, often from the same suppliers. Not to mention that you're competing with giants like Shine, Alibaba, or Amazon who can offer same-day shipping. It's like you're trying to win a war against this massive army and you only have one soldier and their only weapon is a spoon. Now, you know you're about to get screwed. Now, contrast that with service-based or info businesses. They have low overhead because you don't need inventory or warehouses. Profit margins are between 80 to 98% because you're selling info and time. They're typically high-ticket offers, meaning you can make $10,000 from just a few clients instead of hundreds of transactions. And they also give you faster cash flow because you get paid upfront or within days, not weeks or months. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Here's the boring truth you really need to understand. If you want to go from $0 to $10,000 a month fast, selling simple services or info products online scales faster than any sexy trend. Coaching, courses, consulting, done-for-you services. These are the models that actually work and print money even for beginners with no previous experience. If you think that's too boring, then have fun staying broke, I don't care. I'll continue getting richer. Nobody's making viral TikToks about how cool their coaching business is, but they're making a fuck ton of money with very little followers. The money you dream of making, but are too lazy to do what it fucking takes to get. Now, here's where most people screw up. They pick a business model, they work on it for 2 weeks, they don't see immediate results, and they jump to something else. This is what we call shiny object syndrome, and it destroys momentum completely. The reason most people never make money online isn't because they're not smart enough or skilled enough. It's because they lack commitment. They treat business like they're swiping through dating apps. Oh, this one's not working out. Let me try the next one. Oh, this one's taking too long. Let me switch again. But here's the thing you have to understand. Good things take time. If you want to get a brand new Rolls Royce, you don't expect it to show up overnight. If you're cool with an old Toyota, then yeah, you can get that pretty quick. Building a business that consistently pays $10,000 a month is like a Rolls Royce. It's not gonna happen in 2 fucking weeks. You need to pick one model, coaching, courses, or done-for-you services, and stay committed to it for 6 to 12 months minimum. And I mean fully committed. You're not dabbling, you're not testing, you are fully all in. Because that's how long it actually takes to build the skills, the systems, the audience, and the reputation that generates consistent income. I see people start a YouTube channel, post 3 videos, get 40 views, and quit. Or they start doing outreach, send 10 messages, get no response, and give up. That's not business. That's just trying something and quitting when it's not instantly easy. And if you sincerely think you're gonna get rich doing that, you're a fucking moron. Something I like to do for maximum productivity is 6 days of full focus, 1 day off. That's it. During those 6 days, I'm locked in. I'm not watching Netflix. I'm not scrolling through social media for hours. I'm not playing video games. I'm working on my business. Now I know what you're thinking, but what about balance? What about enjoying life? Here's the truth. Balance comes after results, not before. When you're broke and trying to build something, you don't get the luxury of balance. You need to be fucking obsessed. You need to be all in. The boring truth that nobody wants to hear is that turning off Netflix, video games, and social media won't get you results faster than any hack, any secret strategy, or any weird formula. Because those things aren't just wasting your time when you're trying to build an empire. They're fragmenting your focus. They're keeping you in consumption mode instead of creation mode. Consistency is literally the most underrated success multiplier. But here's the thing about consistency. You can't compound what you never start. And you can't build momentum if you're stopping and starting every other week. So yeah, it's boring. Doing the same core tasks every single day is not particularly exciting, but that's what works. Creating content consistently. Reaching out to potential clients consistently, following up consistently, improving your offer consistently. That's what will make you rich. Most people want top 1% income with 0% risk, effort, or discomfort. They want the results without any of the investment. Let's be honest, that's probably exactly what you want to. Who wants to work hard all day long, sacrifice, and do hard things? No, we don't want that. We just want easy money while everybody else is struggling, of course. Investing in yourself is about being willing to put resources into your growth. It's buying the tools you need instead of trying to do everything for free. It's paying for mentorship from someone who's already where you want to be. It's investing your time into learning instead of entertainment. I'll be honest with you, I used to hoard money out of fear. I'd see an opportunity to learn from someone successful and I'd tell myself I couldn't afford it. But I could afford to waste money on food delivery, on subscriptions I didn't even use, on random stuff I didn't need, on clothes I wasn't even gonna wear. I just had a scarcity mindset around investing in myself. Most people do. Once I fixed my brokey mindset, once I realized that investing in myself accelerated my growth and that was the key to making more money, everything else changed. Like my results completely changed. I increased my income by over 25,000%. So that wasn't a small increase by any means. Because here's what most middle class and low income earners don't understand about money. Money flows when you circulate it. When you spend wisely on your growth, you invest in yourself. You open new levels of opportunity. You get access to better information, better networks, better strategies, which in turn allow you to make more money. The people making $10,000 a month aren't the ones trying to do everything for free. They're the ones who invested in themselves early and got results faster because of it. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Be real with me. You've most likely already consumed enough information to build a successful business. You've watched the videos. You've read the articles, you know what you need to do, but you're not doing it. You're binge watching how to make money online videos like it's Netflix. And that feels productive, but it's not. That's just entertainment disguised as productivity because deep down, You're too chicken to make the real, hard sacrifices you need to make to build an empire. Having a perfect plan is completely fucking useless if you don't execute. I could give you my exact business model, my exact process, my exact scripts, and most people still wouldn't make any money. You know why? Because they won't execute consistently. Half won't even start at all, and then the rest will give up before they succeed. The boring stuff is what compounds into $10,000 per month. Outreach, refining your offer based on the feedback you get, making content daily if possible, following up with potential clients who went cold, improving your systems bit by bit, creating content even when you don't feel like it. That's what builds a real business. You never get rich because of some viral moment. It's not some secret hack. Just consistent execution of boring fundamentals. And here's the thing about boring tasks. They beat random bursts of motivation every single time because motivation fades. You're gonna have weeks where you don't feel inspired, but if you've built the discipline to execute, regardless of how you feel, you keep making progress. That's the difference between people who make it and the people who don't. The ones who make it do the boring work even and especially when they're not motivated. The ones who don't are constantly waiting to feel ready or inspired. I mean, I'll be honest, all the people you see which are really jacked, in great shape, people who run marathons or lift heavy weights, if they only ever worked out when they were super motivated, a lot of them would have never gotten to the point where they're jacked in the first place. So stop relying on motivation or your feelings. Most people aren't willing to accept that you only earn what you deserve. Not what you want, not what you need, what you deserve based on the value you provide and the effort you put in. If you're putting in mediocre effort, you're gonna get mediocre results. If you're showing up inconsistently, if you're not developing your skills, if you're not solving a real problems for people, you don't deserve to make $10,000 a month. That's it. And the market will reflect that. But here's the good news. What you deserve isn't fixed. You can increase the value of what you sell. You can develop your skills. You can become the type of person who deserves that level of income. Every level of income demands a new level of identity. To hit $10,000 a month, you need to stop thinking and acting like someone making $1,000 a month. Your habits need to change. Your standards need to change. Your work ethic needs to change. The person making $1,000 a month slips in, procrastinates, gives up easily, and makes excuses. The person making $10,000 a month wakes up with purpose, executes consistently, pushes through resistance, and takes full responsibility for the results or lack of results. So the question is, are you willing to become who you need to become? Or are you just hoping things will magically change while you stay the same? Because that's not gonna happen, believe me. I've tried. Here's what it comes down to. You need to make a firm decision. Not a wish, not a hope, not a I'll try decision. Most people are playing halfway. They're kind of working on their business, but they're also keeping their options open. They're sort of committed, but they're also distracted by 10 other things. And that halfway energy gets you fucking nowhere. So go all in or do nothing. Genuinely. Pick your model, commit to it, eliminate distractions, execute consistently, and invest in yourself, and give it everything you've got for at least 6 to 12 months. That's the boring formula to success, to making $10,000 a month online. That's what actually works. And yeah, let's face it, it's not sexy. You're not gonna have some exciting story about how you made $10,000 in your first week, but you will have the actual result at some point, which is way better than a good, sexy story. The boring stuff is what builds empire. The exciting stuff is more often than not what keeps you broke. So the question is, are you willing to be bold for 6 to 12 months to change your life and your finances? Or are you going to keep chasing the next shiny object, the next NFT, or the next shiny business model, wondering why nothing's ever working out for you? If you want me to help you personally to start an online business and get financial freedom, check out the link in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.